Welcome back, everyone. So, it's Easter Sunday and we are having a barbecue. So, I already prepared the chicken. I even pre-cooked it for about 45 minutes in the oven just to make sure that when it goes on the barbie, it's cooked right through because it's a very small barbecue. The chicken legs are quite big, so I can't get too much on there. Um, and yeah, the weather's looking a bit dodgy, so I imagine I need to be quick if I'm barbecuing before it starts raining. And I do need to be able to close the barbecue. So yeah, that really does limit the amount of chicken that I put on there. Anyway, before I show you the chicken, I am going to prepare my grill. I'm using just some normal charcoal briquettes. They do, the bags. You get like two in a pack, and you just light the bag. Um, I don't like using those, so I like to use the individual bricks, and add my own flammable fire lighters to it. Here are the fire lighters that I use. They're just from Sainsbury's. I think they're like £4. So yeah, not too expensive. And I'm making jerk chicken. So I'm going to need some wood to smoke the chicken with. I use these. These are apple wood chunks by Weber. Get them on Amazon. They do like hickory ones and different flavored ones, but I always go for these. And they're always the wood chunks and not the chips that I use. The chunks, they burn for longer, and yeah, that's what we want. Something that's going to keep burning, that's going to keep infusing that meat with the flavors, the smoky flavors of the apple wood. So yeah, let me prepare my grill. I will see you in a sec. So my mini barbecue is prepared now. I've literally let me just show you. Give me a second. Okay, so there's my mini barbecue. You can see that I've organized the coals at the bottom. Not too many coals because obviously it's a very small grill and I won't be able to fit the grill thing on top, where you put the chicken or the meat or whatever you're grilling, the veg. That basically needs to go on top. I could actually do that now, to be honest. There we go. So you got your fire lighters are the white bits. I'm going to just pull a match from this box. Extra long matches, always a good idea to have. And yeah, that is ready to go. But not indoors. I'll have to take it outside. Don't want to burn the place down. Before I light the barbecue, I've literally taken the chicken that I pre-cooked and pre-seasoned out of the fridge just so it can come down to room temperature a bit. Don't want freezing cold chicken going on a hot grill. You want it to cook properly and not burn on the outside and be uncooked on the inside. So here it is. It smells delicious. Ooh. So that is how it's looking. Look at all those flavors. There's a lot of flavor there. You can see that. So I seasoned it before I pre-cooked it, just with a bit of dry seasoning. And then after it was pre-cooked and cooled down, I put my own homemade seasoning on there. That's the wet seasoning that you can see. All those flavors and colors. That's going to be good. I've just lit the barbecue. As you can see, it's quite windy as well. Look at that. It's a nice view. Very grey day though. So yeah, just lit the barbecue. When the coals go like a light grey colour, that's when I'll put the wood chunks on and create that smoke before I start cooking. That should take about 45 minutes to burn down. So those coals look like they're ready to be cooked on. The middle does anyway. The edge is still a little bit black, but I guess it's always good to have a cool spot because when it's too hot, sometimes, it just really burns. So yeah, let me let me do that. So now I'm going to put the wood chunks on. There are the wood chunks. We'll grab some small ones because it's a small grill. We don't want to put the big lumps on. So we'll just go one there. One there. And we'll give it one more. We're just going to put that there. We'll just give that. We'll just put it there. There we go. Now, put the grill bars back on. And now for the chicken. Give me a sec. So now I'm going to not overcrowd this barbecue. So there's one piece there. Obviously I've kept the skin on because when you grill on a barbecue, it all gets burnt and it kind of protects the meat inside. I think we can get like 3 on. What do you reckon? 3? 1, 2, and then we'll go for this one. No, we'll go for that one. Oh, 3. Yeah, so 3 at a time I think will be safe. Maybe even 4. What do you reckon? Get another one on there? Yeah, go on. Let's see how that works. Oh, damn. Okay. There we go. You can hear it sizzling already, and the smoke is really smoky. So I'm going to close it now so we can let that smoke do its smoky thing. Ooh. I'm going to open it. I know I'm not supposed to open it because obviously the smoke and stuff, but I just want to have a look. Just a very quick one. Let's have a very quick look. Okay, looking good. Whoop. That was a very quick one. I just wanted to make sure there were no big flames and things looks all right and looks good. Okay, I'm going to check it again. 15 minutes into the cooking. Ooh, look at that. You can see the smoke. Just make sure that it's not too stuck. Yeah, it's fine. It's only the skin that's stuck anyway. Look at the colour of that. That's the smoke that did that. Beautiful. Let me close it before I lose all that smoke. So I've turned it just because it needed turning. But yeah, looking good. Look at that. It's not done yet, but it's looking good and it's getting there. So here's the first batch of chicken. I'm just going to glaze it in some of that Barbie. Literally decanted it into a ketchup bottle. Just makes sense, you know. Just going to squirt some on. Oh. And give it a little one of those. Just paint it on. There we go. So we'll just do that. Let that cook for another set of minutes. 5 minutes or so, and then they come off, and then the next lot go back on, and we literally just repeat the process. They do look good. So I've just taken these off, and I've just put the last of the chicken on there. So yeah, they do look good. Still cooking, very hungry, but they look good. Look, wild rabbits. I had to get them in. So dinner's ready. Let's see what's on my plate. Oh, look at that. That looks so good. Look at that chicken. You can see the char marks on it. Look at the corn. It's nice and grilled. It looks juicy. It looks saucy. Excuse me while I have a mini photo shoot with my plate. That does look good. The smell. You can just smell the apple wood. It's beautiful. So here's some macaroni salad that I made, just using some ingredients that I had to hand. Let's see how it tastes. Yeah, I'm liking that. It tastes good. The flavour's there. I just used some of the seasoning that I had here, some of the dry seasoning, some mayo, bell pepper, and that's pretty much it. Not too much because I didn't have much else to use, but the flavours are there. And it really balances the meal nicely. Yeah, now for some corn, some of that beautifully charred corn. Look at that. That looks good. It's bursting with sweetness. The flavour, the charcoals. You could just taste all the flavours in that corn. That is how a grilled corn should taste. Now in for some rice. I steamed some rice and put some butter that I had. Not my usual brand, but it would have to do. The rice is cooked beautifully, but the butter ruined it. Honestly, it was very salty, that butter. I couldn't even eat the rice. It just ruined the whole rice for me. I'm going in for some more rice just to double check that I didn't like it, and the butter ruined it for me. Some more salad, some more macaroni salad. It was that good, I had to go in again. And look at that chicken leg. You can see the barbecue sauce, it's been glazed, it's slightly charred, it's cooked beautifully, it smells good, it's sweet, juicy, and it's hot. Very, very hot, so be careful. But look at that. Look at that. Yeah, it's so hot. Literally just come off the grill. But the flavours are there. You can taste the smoke, the applewood smoke that I used. You can even see the smoke ring. Look at that colour. You can see where it's been smoked. It looks beautiful. Yeah, that does look good. And it tastes even better than it looks. I promise you. You need to try that. And it's cooked straight to the bone. Look at the bone. Clean. That is a perfectly cooked piece of chicken. Look at it again. Nice. That was very delicious. Very, very, very delicious. That gets a 9. Straight 9 for that chicken. The corn, 9.5. Can you go wrong with a corn? You can, if it's overcooked. But yeah. That was a meal and a half. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.